I have got to the stage now where I am just so fed up at trying to heal my brain, and in this video I want to talk about that because it's something that I don't see talked about very often, but I know I'm in touch with a lot of brain injury warriors, and I'm guessing that this is something that a lot of us go through, so I just want to be public about it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click on the bell notifications, and then whenever I update new videos you shall get notified. So it's now 7 months I've been living with my brain injury post-concussion syndrome after a fall in the snow back in March 2018. 7 months of trying to get better, trying to do all the things that I'm supposed to do in the hope that they're going to heal my brain, but it's a really, for me anyway, it's been a really slow process. And I was on holiday with JP and a couple of really good friends, Craig and Ali, recently, and I just felt as though I needed a break from it all. I needed a break from trying to heal my brain, trying to get better. So I decided that there was going to be no trying, no notifications, no reminders on my phone reminding me of all the things that I need to do to get better. Physio, I was just going to do it whenever I remembered and when I felt as though I wanted to do it, rather than having to stick to a strict timetable. And with social media as well, I wanted to have a break from that, a complete break from that, just so that I could go away, and wasn't like I was trying to forget my brain injury. It's been a long slog and I just needed a break from all the things that I do just to try and get better. So the positive sides of things, I laughed a lot. Oh gosh, I laughed and laughed and laughed and seemed to be more in touch with that side of me that I haven't felt properly for a while. Out in beautiful scenery that just means so much to me. It has so many special memories for me and JP. So beautiful mountains that I've climbed, just to be in those places and see that scenery, it felt really good. And seeing the mountains, it gave me that motivation for, wow, these look epic, and if I've done them before, then I can heal, I can get better from this brain injury, and I can do that again. But I tried not to, when I came home, I tried not to dwell on the negatives, but in reality, you can't leave a brain injury at home. You can't just be like, oh, let's just pretend that this isn't happening, because it's this invisible thing, it's this thing inside your head that you can't see it get better. You can't look at your brain. It's not like you break a bone and you know in like so many months it's going to heal and it's going to be better. The brain is this invisible thing that controls absolutely everything that you do, and you can't look at it and be like, okay, I can see these pathways, new pathways getting created, and it's just going to be so many weeks or months or however long. There's just no way of putting a time limit on it. And yeah, so yeah, you can't just decide, I'm going to leave this at home. But again, I didn't want to dwell on it. I wanted to come home and feel positive for you know, just those good things, and I'm trying so hard not to dwell on the negatives. I really am, but this is reality. On the way home, I'm in the car, I just had this overwhelming sadness, this feeling of, what am I going home to? I used to have my photography business that I ran for years. I loved it. It was my everything. And usually after a holiday, I would come home and be so excited to get back to that. But I don't have that. I don't have that business. I don't have the... just my what I'm going through, my normality right now, I think that's just hit. That's just... my normality is I have a brain injury and I'm healing and I'm trying my hardest to get better, but it's hard, and I think just the last few days coming home and realising the reality of this, it's so, God, I don't even have the words. But I know that my memory's been worse. I'm sleeping so much more than I feel as though I'm just exhausted. I need so much more sleep. I'm in more pain. Even living here for a couple of months, you'd think I know where things are by now, but I can't remember where things go in the cupboards, where things belong. Tasks, I just feel like I'm leaving things half done because I can't remember things. And I do wonder, you know, where's this pressure coming from? Like I put pressure on myself to get better. There's no outside force. There's nobody saying you have to do this or you have to do that. But the kind of person I am, I've always been so driven and motivated, and I'm not saying that I don't want to get better. Of course I want to get better. I'm just at the point where I'm like, I feel like I'm just done trying. Improvements are so slow. And I feel as though now I'm just having to dig deep. A lot of the time I put on a brave face. It's not that I'm trying to fake it for anybody. I just don't want to be that person that's... If I talk about how I feel all the time, I worry that I'll push my friends away, that people just don't want to hear it anymore. So I don't always show the hard times. I try and be that positive person, and I try and help other people get through their hard times too. But ultimately, I don't know what the answer is for me. I feel like, of course I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up on me. I'm not going to give up trying to get better. But I'm struggling to deal with, this is my reality. This is my normality right now, is trying to get better, trying to heal my brain. And as much as I tell everybody I be positive, I try and champion everybody else, and give them words of encouragement, but I think I just need to hear it for me. So I don't know what the answer is, but I'm just going to stop putting pressure on myself. Be kind to myself like I always tell you to do. Accept that I'm not Wonder Woman. I can't hold myself accountable to the same standards, the same values, well, not the same values, but the same standards as what I was before, because I have limits, and they're very tiny limits compared to how they used to be. But whatever happens, I know I need to dig deep and just keep on going.